I have an individual that would like to be on your naughty list this year. Oh, yeah. I sense an energy of a person that either has a very innocent exterior, or if this is more of a masculine type of person, I almost, what's it called? The golden retriever energy. There's this energy of this person with the outside. This is how they present kind of to the world, like this very just whimsical, jolly, light person is what I'm seeing. But inside they got a dark side to them, but in the best of ways. In the best of ways. This individual very much wants to explore different avenues, if you will. I sense this is a person of a past connection. But understand you have a lot of eyes on you, okay? You've felt lately, like when you go out to places, everybody's eyes are on you. You can feel magnetized. I'm not stating in this way where they're undyingly always staring at you and blah, 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 every single person. But it's like, out of every 3 people, one of them is always looking at you. You can feel somebody listening to you when you're in lines. You can feel others simply picking up on your energy. You can see how you are a safe space in front of individuals. And I really feel that we're being called to talk so much about lines and etc. I feel like somebody here was Christmas shopping. And somebody saw you when you were out. This was very recent. These are collective tapes what resonates, okay? Some of you, the interaction was you saw each other. And it was like there's a connection that's been thawing. It was on ice and it's been thawing. And they're always, well, I'm being told 3 of my collectives are here right now. Okay, so you're all falling in different clusters. Some of you got to a point with a divine counterpart where it was that aha moment. You were right in front of each other. Divine timing. And you're like, this is that sign. This is that click. I'm de-thawed and I'm ready to see where this can go. For another cluster of you here, this person literally at the bottom of the deck, frost, and then right here with the ice in reverse. This is a water sign for sure. Okay, yeah, you were on about, and if for any reason there was no connection made physically, 3D, a person saw you in the 3D and said absolutely nothing to you. They were frozen looking at you. Everything in them, though, wanted to run forward. No matter how this happened, it was for your highest timeline. I do sense a connection. I do sense a connection that's worth going forward with. That you separated for further growth. So I think this person is extremely, extremely sexually attracted to you. Like, right now, that is like a forefront thing in their mind. You must look really fucking good. Not saying you didn't look good before, but you have. You've jumped and done some leaps and bounds, and this person's wondering what you're doing now to have the physique you do and the confidence you hold. All right, well, let's see what the cards receive. Well, before we even start the love reading, there's another event that happened within the past 3 days for you, where you stood up for yourself. You persevered through a moment where you would have continued to let another be privileged. Another person in your life that you met or experienced or etc. was a very privileged individual, not a helping hand, somebody that always expects things to be convenienced for them. Okay, and you put them in their place. And this isn't a, you told them off, you put them in their place, but no, you literally show this person like what comes around goes around. Your parasite is trying to make you think that you were crying over spilled milk with defending yourself in a certain situation that just happened and it was the farthest from it. You actually propelled somebody into shadow work. Somebody needed a reality check about how their actions, their words, and etc. have, I don't even like to say consequences, cause and effect. We live in a world right now, and I'm not going to state it in this way where the new generation and blah, blah, blah is weak. Fuck that bullshit. Every fucking generation has had a really good, before this generation, even like, I am not saying I'm this old person at all. I'm fucking young as shit. I'm 27, but I'm a millennial. I feel like all of us before the generation that is being birthed now were taught to mask. Just taught to mask life. Act like everything's okay. This new generation is raw and real. But don't get me wrong, okay? There's a balance and there's a yin-yang activity. Another thing about this generation is an extreme amount of people letting things just slide by. Holding your ground, knowing when, where, why, and how to approach situations, not be walked over, okay? In the past, you were a people pleaser. You're not anymore. You're not afraid to be looked at as the bad guy for a moment because you think, who around me is here? Are these even individuals where if there was any other situation going on, I'd want their acceptance to begin with? Probably not. There was a person that you entering their life and shaking up and giving them that aha moment was a gift. There is a person that you gifted this holiday season a reality check. Your parasite wants you to think that you did something wrong. This is the farthest from the truth. You are so protected. I sense you are a very balanced individual. You used to not be. You used to not be a balanced individual. That's why you're so self-aware now and you think before you do. This situation, it was almost like rocket fire. You couldn't even control yourself. You could just feel yourself being like, no, I'm not backing down with this. And as soon as it done, then it was released. You're like, what the fuck was that? That's not even me. You feel energy bouncing off of others onto you. When you interact with another person and there is absolutely no reason for you to have a behavior shift or change and you're in touch with yourself, and as soon as you enter another person's energy or they're around you, something shifts, that's not you. That is you feeling energy around you and you then consuming it and letting it become you, and then it's you. But if you realize that you're an energy sponge and whatever's around you, you will feel, and you must put that light barrier and understand a lot of times when you feel anxiety, all of those low vibrational feelings that yes, they're there for a reason and we are to embrace when it's ours. But when it's somebody else's, we do not embrace and take that in. You made a clear forward movement for a person that they needed you to be very aware of. You made the right decision. Do not cry over spilled milk. Do not think you just spilt. I'm just seeing these apples. So apples are something right now about apples. I keep looking at them and I'm seeing like, don't cry over like the basket spilling. What you sent out was the ability for this person to wake the fuck up. So, if you're wondering if there is anything that is, if there's any ill will around this situation that you could have been seen as deceitful or a trickery or anything of that, clear that away. Decisions have already been made to see that you were telling the truth. I had to go to the side for a second because the bottom of this looks like it's out. 3 strikes you're out is what I'm feeling with a love connection specifically. 3 strikes you're out. I sense an individual that saw you in person had just broken up with somebody. I had to go to the side for a second because the bottom of this looks like it's out. 3 strikes, you're out is what I'm feeling with a love connection specifically. 3 strikes, you're out. I sense an individual that saw you in person had just broken up with somebody that made them not trust their intuition. They were like, you know what, I'm tired of feeling left out is what they actually want to say. I'm tired of feeling like I have to change all my plans just for your happiness. Somebody made a clear decision to go out for themselves and saw you. Seeing your energy, a catalyst of change again. They see your whatever you were doing, you were being yourself like you always are, and it was extremely fucking beautiful. There was some innocence behind your maturity is what they want me to state. So it could have been something as easy as talking to somebody and them seeing your pure intentions, how you treat somebody when you think nobody is looking. Somebody saw your smile and being very happy over the littlest of a thing, like the littlest thing you were buying, maybe even getting something for yourself. And they realize, why am I crying over spilled milk with this person? They want to pop back into your life. And they asked Spirit to make it happen. And if it came to them, they knew it was meant to be. And that's exactly what happened. For the ones of you here where this came to actual conversation, your way forward is very clear. It's always making sure that you talk about when you're feeling indifferent or confused about certain situations. That you make the clear decision to cut what no longer serves, not only for each other, but for yourself. To make sure that this connection is about forward movement and rejuvenation together. Being able to be one, essential, and then go out to the world together. For the ones of you here that this was an individual that saw you from afar, but you did not see them. When they saw you, all they felt was free of malevolent will. The person you are now is a whole other level of existence. You glow differently, you shine differently, your body is shaped differently. And this person, again, way more than sexual for why they are in love with you. But they're like, I need my hands on this person. They are fantasizing about you, to be quite frank. And you guys know me here. I very much always, try to keep this not talking about sexual senses. Or if we are very PG-13, if you will. I am having a hard time stopping some certain types of thoughts right now. Involved to this person seeing you as their, go with me here, their personal devil. Something dark and mysterious behind the scenes, but in the front, that realistic knight in shining armor. And if for any reason here, for the ones of you here who you are the feminine, this is all resonating with how you see your masculine, and your masculine sees you as this beautiful, drop-dead, gorgeous source. All of your curves, your shape, no matter what the scale is, no matter what the size is perfect. For more than being enough, but also perfectly imperfect for this person. I was thinking that way because when we tell somebody or say that somebody sees you as perfect, a lot of unrealistic, unhealthy expectations get put on yourself. Not even the person giving it to you. They have pure intentions with what they're stating, but it actually makes you have some form of anxiety. You're perfectly imperfect. It doesn't mean that you have to stay the way you're looking now. If you get with this person and you gain some weight, if you get with this person and you lose some weight, if you get with this person and you change your whole entire wardrobe style, they're still going to love you just the same, even more. This person sees you age like a fine wine. It doesn't mean that you have to stay the way you're looking now. If you get with this person and you gain some weight, if you get with this person and you lose some weight, if you get with this person and you change your whole entire wardrobe style, they're still going to love you just the same, even more. This person sees you age like a fine wine. And so do they. You're both very, very attractive individuals. So there's been a aha rising from the tower. They're ready to bring you this forward movement. They saw you and they're like, this was my, yeah, if there's any other fucking sign I needed, that was it. There is no way that this could have just been coincidence. The line of vision they saw you in, Spirit made it to where literally they like had to look up and you were there. There was no turning even an inch. There was no, I think that person is that, no, they looked up. A lot of you here, this was the masculine that looked up. But you remember, as a collective takes what resonates. Looked up and saw. And that flush of anger or anxiety or indifference, of nothingness almost, washed away in this breath of fresh air. Now I'm smelling mint. Engulfed their whole presence. They could almost smell you because you have a very distinct scent. You could have been much closer than you even realized. And I sense this person tugging so bad, wanting to take that leap of faith. But in that moment, they just weren't ready enough. They also see that you're doing extremely well for yourself when it comes to finances, but that you don't let it go to your head. You're extremely humble, but you're not. I'm going to state it this way because it used to be different. You're extremely humble, but you're not a pushover. You're not allowing yourself to be pushed over. You can see those signs. But also, you don't allow your parasite to push you over either. Because you went from being somebody who was extremely giving, way too giving, a long time ago. Because there is such a thing as too giving when it's towards individuals and situations that aren't deserving, aren't appreciative. It's not about needing to get something back. It's about the understandings of appreciation. Yada yada. They stated, I'm shooting my shot with this person. I know the ball is in my court and I'm dribbling it back to them. Remember, these are collective takes what resonates. For the ones of you here who are the masculine, and this was the feminine seeing you, what they thought was, I have so much secrets to reveal to this person. Where do I even start? I don't want them to think I'm coming in being deceitful or trying to trick them. I'm not coming in because of what they have now or how they look now. I've loved you for a very long time. In fact, I really never stopped loving you, but I lost complete touch of who I was, and I didn't know what to trust, and I loved other people, and I had to figure things out, which is understandable. This is the trial of the human existence. It's almost as if when they were with you, they knew it was endgame. They knew there was like nothing really. What I'm sensing is I needed to go on trial runs with other individuals and etc., not belittling anybody's existence. We all play a part in each other's life, just as they were learning and gaining lessons and life experience with these soulmates, these individuals, and they separate for further growth. Whatever lesson they needed to learn, also that individual was learning with them. They experienced karmics. They experienced other soulmates during your times of separation. A lot, just like you. They have their words together. They've been thinking about presenting you this offer, and seeing you was just that icing on the cakes. They have breaking news. I feel with the breaking news, I feel like they had to almost call somebody or talk to somebody, or they were with somebody, And they were like, oh my God, look who that is. Or guess who I saw? What should I do? A clear decision has been made to bring you a forward movement. I'm seeing you when I'm seeing you see them, and I'm also seeing them see you. In the both ways, it's just inspiration. No matter if you're the masculine or feminine in this dynamic, inspiration at the wahoo, willpower for both. So now a person is taking a leap of faith to you. You're ready to rise from the ashes with this dynamic. What are the rest of the gods? These are the words they are about to speak to you. That your voice is like candy to them. And being in your energy and your presence is like medicine. Nobody's eyes they have looked into look back into theirs the way yours have and continue to. It's like no matter where they go, they can hear songs all the time lately about you. Songs that were very special to both of you. That they see themselves as deserving of you. And therefore they can be this healthy partner. They're honoring, no matter if they're the feminine or the masculine, at this moment with you. The energy they are speaking and stating, what they're speaking to you in existence and also feeling right now is complete nurture, compassion, sympathy. They want to spend this Christmas with you. They don't want you to be somebody in their phone that they're just looking at and wondering if I should text. This person's plans have been revealed to at least one person that they're very close with. They could even be reaching out for help. They could even be getting a reading done on you. So I feel some form of other medicine as well, like becoming more in touch with their spirituality. This person either is a reader themselves. That doesn't mean they have to do it as a profession. They very well could. But needless, no matter what, this person can either read their own cards or they're getting a professional reading done about your connection. I state that this has already happened almost. I think what they're saying to me is that you already stated, you're like, I think this person got a reading done on me. And you were almost there. You were this close to each other. But it just wasn't time. Yeah, they're going to tell you about seeing you. They're going to tell you about seeing you. And so much is going to be talked about. They're watching you from afar as we speak. Even though they have the words together, now they're getting the clear mind. This is the energy you're speaking in existence to them. You have enough care and compassion and responsibility and maturity to yourself that you can give to others. That you are wise, you are a different source. That you have upgraded and you know what you can and can't balance on your plate. That you have a lot of people in your life that you care about and a lot of responsibilities, but that they are someone that's supposed to be in this with you. That if this is something you're serious about, bring me the forward movement. We're not going to walk on eggshells with each other. We're going to cleanse and be a protected source for each other. You are probably more of the, where we're talking about the light and the dark aesthetic. I really do sense that your person is either that very bubbly, lighthearted, giddy energy, if they're a feminine, or if they're a masculine, very much the golden retriever type vibe. And you're dark. There's something about you that's where this is going into the sexual. Okay, this is what this is going to be about their feelings for you without a filter, without feeling like they have to focus on the spiritual sense, the maturity sense, the emotional sense. This is going to be nothing, but I'm just going to let myself be an animal right now. Your dark side, you're mysterious, you're loud, and you can be abrasive, but it's so different with you. So, what are they thinking about you sexually right now? You make this person feel flustered in the best of ways. They're doing more than daydreaming. They're fantasizing about being with you intimately. Okay, I sense two people that got into some pretty kinky stuff. PG-13 for TikTok, but understand the restraint of not being together, or the pull, the tug of war between you two is done. This energy is flowing, the sexual vibes. Like, I'm telling you, the next time you both have your hands on each other, well, one of your hands will be tied from what I'm sensing, but take with that what you will. They would love to remove every single layer of your clothing. They want your cake too. They're saying that they can have their cake and eat it too with you. But not only that, they see you as able to put also a side of ice cream, but that ice cream ain't vanilla. That ice cream is cookies and cream. You got a powerful walk to you. Your walk is very attractive. It's powerful. It's strong. But your hand movements and the way that you just flow energy around you. It's like you're dancing. It's like you're always dancing or moving. It's assertive. It's confident. Your confidence is one of the most attractive things about you. But it's hard for them to pick one. They can't. They're like, it's impossible for me to pick one. You've gone inwards, and that's another thing that's really fucking sexy about you, is you radiate this energy of, I don't need anybody. Others, I don't even like saying others need me. It's this energy of, I'm just this insanely embracive, yes, positive force in individuals' lives. I smack lights. I make things shine instantly. I turn the lights on in people's minds, and sometimes that can be very unsure feeling for an individual at first who's been used to fake around them all the time. That's another thing that's so sexy about you, is like individuals can just tell right up, this is what you about. I'm not about bullshit. I'm not about games. You're not going to have to take this crazy voyage to understand what's going on in my mind. And that's another thing. When you're sexually intimate with this person, they see you seeing their whole body as this beautiful river voyage to go down and up and travel. Not this endless mission with an ending. The whole entire experience is beautiful and to be cherished. Taking the scenic route, if you will. Continue to hold your power and hold yourself high. They have completely lowered their walls. They've breathed. They feel like they have breath and are about to release to you. Alright, that's what I got for y'all today. And I will see you when I see you. Let's get it.